You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey.
It's your boy DJ Jesus. We're all here live here at my man DJ Lucky's crib, man. You already know NittyBumVille radio show, getting that exclusive interview, man. I was doing the festival here in Abilene, Texas, Juneteenth, you know what I'm saying? And I was shooting pictures, getting connections, man. And I ran across my man DJ Lucky Saturday. I love this energy, genuine. So I definitely had to, bring it across from the beginning on the show. And hey, couple of days later, we here, man. DJ Lucky, man. Say something to the crowd one time, man.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? God bless everybody. Once again, it's your low deck roughneck DJ Lucky, baby. You know how we do it. NYC style. I'm from New York. Just moved out here to Abilene. You know what I mean? Trying to get big things happening over here.
Oh, so you just said you from New York. What part of New York?
Manhattan.
Manhattan?
Yup, the middle of the city, baby.
Okay, so that's where all like the entertainment district is and all that good stuff.
All of that is that. I actually used to play on BLS out there in New York. Power Shelter Mix. Ruben Toro, DJ Lucky. That's me, of course. Ruben Toro is my cousin. God bless him. He's still doing strong, doing things out there with the shelter and other stuff like that. He's got a new live jump off called The Temple, which is actually doing very, very well. Me, I'm doing things out here, you know what I'm saying, a little slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually DJing now at a bar formerly known as Shooters, which is now called the Black Crow. It's a nice, it's a nice little spot, quiet. You know what I'm saying? Except till I get there. They play they're very versatile on the music they play there. I played already. I've been there about 2-3 weeks now. And things have been going pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to blow it up. I'm about to make some flyers up soon this week. As a matter of fact, coming up. Trying to just, like I said, just trying to put New York on the map. You know what I mean? Bring a little new flavor to Abilene.
Hey, and the Temple, it is booming. They be having the smack battle, rap battles there sometimes. Yeah. So I know about the Temple, man. It be popping, man.
And my cousin Ruben, he's a true house DJ. Like me, I love house, but I'm more versatile than he is. You know what I'm saying? Me, I like to play. I listen to everything. Jazz. I go to jazz clubs. I go to those things because at the end of the day, it helps me create different mixes. You know what I'm saying? Like I can take a country song and mix it with a hip hop song, and everybody's like, huh? They'll be like, wow, that's flavor. I want to hear more of that. So like I'm like the remix king. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who knows me and knows that how I play, they know that I'm known for my remixes. You know what I mean? So and it's been a long journey. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since I was 10. I'm 47. You know what I mean? And it's just something I love to do. I love to touch people's lives with music because I love the way music touches my life. And God gave me a gift, and I intend to use it.
So you just answered my question. I was going to ask you, when did he start DJing? You said he started DJing at the age of 10 years old. When did you start like getting your first like syndicated like radio spins with your mixes and stuff like that?
Wow. About 15, between 15 and 20. That's when I really, really started blowing up and started doing a lot more, being more interactive with radio stations, but definitely a lot more with the club life. You know what I'm saying? But then at the time, they were doing live performance. We were playing live on the radio from the clubs we were playing at, and that's when things really started to get like really crazy because I started to be known. Everybody knows me. It's like my kids hate it because they call me like they're the king of New York. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the mayor of New York. The mayor of New York. Because no matter where we go in New York City, somebody knows me or heard of me. You know what I'm saying? Which is, they're proud of me for that. I'm proud of myself for that.
So when did you first get your first club DJ gig?
Oh wow, that would be 11. With my godfather, brought me to a club called the Saint, and I just rocked out. It was my birthday, matter of fact. When he took me to the record store. After the record store, he brought me to the club, and I actually got to play the brand new records I had just bought. So it was a very wonderful experience, especially at the age of 11, being in a club like that. My godfather dressed me in an Armani suit. for my birthday. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, you know. So, but you know, it was like I said, it was a learning experience. You know, it just from there, it just kept going. It just showed me what I wanted to do with my life and what has transpired in every aspect of my life has had to do something with music. You know, and I just keep that stream going on all the time. Like my family's very, you know, music oriented. You know what I mean? My mother, she plays the guitar, the bongos. My sister, she sings. I used to sing as well. You know, so it was just it's in me. I remember the first time my mother complained about my music. She walked into the bathroom and I wired it where you turn the light on and music will come on. She was like, "What the heck? What's that? What's going on?" I'm like, "That's just me." So I live for music. I live for music.
So 10 years old, you started DJing. 11 years old, you got your first club. And in between 11 and 15, you was already getting spins on the radio. And you got to think, like, people
I
tend...
was fortunate. I was very fortunate. You know what? Because I was raised in that environment. You know what I'm saying? Like out of my all my cousins, you know, older or younger, I was the only one who was allowed to stay up late because I was the one who played the music for my aunts and uncles when they would have the family get-togethers and whatnot. You know, it's like I just they all saw it in me, and they still see it in me now. They're all very proud of me for what I've done and what I'm still doing.
The thing is, I was about to get to you. How old are you?
47.
You're 47 years old, and you've been playing for 37 years.
Yeah.
How, and especially when people get a taste of the success that early, they tend to not fall off, but they tend to probably get ego, probably get a little big headed, or they might not work as hard, you know, where they can be like, I don't need to do this, I don't need to do that. I've tasted success so early, I don't need to listen to you. How did you stick?
Any real DJ knows that you have to work hard all the time, especially if it's something that you love. Now, because I love to do it so much, I've always just, even if I wasn't DJing clubs or bars or whatever, you know, I'll be home doing those remixes. I could be in a car driving and I'll have a thought will come to my head. I could mix two different beats in my head. I'll go home and make sure, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know it's going to flow together because as long as I've been doing it, but just to make sure and then maybe add a little more flavor to that. Like I'll take four turntables at the same time and make my own beat out of what's in my head. You know, and a lot, that's what a lot of people are drawn to me for. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, I was like they see me as like the remix king. You know what I'm saying? They love my remixes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just again, it's just something that I love to do. And to when I see people move and dance and just enjoy my music, it gives me satisfaction, self-satisfaction. Not because I got a swelled head or whatever, so like some DJs do get, but just the fact that I touched somebody's life in some way or another. And because of that, they'll actually remember who I am, even when I did fall off. Because there was a couple of years where I wasn't doing anything at all, and then I went to this club called Stonewalls. It was a gay club in New York City in the Village, and I had a guy come up to me and ask me for my autograph because he remembered and knew who I was. Because when you heard my name being said, they were like, "Oh, that's DJ Lucky, la la." So I was like, "Wow, okay." And he asked me for autograph. I was like, "No, how that made me feel." I was like, "Okay." And I didn't get no swelled head, and then I gave it. I signed it for him. It was a record actually. I signed it for him, gave it back to him, and it was just everybody at the table with me was like dumbfounded. Everybody's jaw was dropped. They was like, "Damn, you still lucky?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm always gonna be lucky, baby. They all know who I am." You know what I mean? And it made me feel good that I could actually touch someone's life in that manner. You know what I'm saying? That I would still be remembered. It makes me feel like, where I'm getting older now, of course, so we all start thinking about our mortality and stuff like that. I've lost a few family members in the recent years, and as a matter of fact, within the last 2 3 years, I lost my little brother, one of my closest cousins. You know what I'm saying? And to know that I'm gonna be remembered for something special. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna sit back and be like, you know what? The one thing that he touched my life with was music. I did something to that fashion to make somebody feel good about themselves in some way or another.
And that's a good segue into my radio show. I try to keep a voice for anybody, as long as it's positive, it's not malice, not hurting anybody. But the one thing I love to talk to everyone about is mental health. And mental health in music and entertainment is big, but we don't like to talk about it because of stigma is such a negativity. How did you have to battle mental health? 37 years, man, that's a long time.
Believe it or not, I actually had a lot of mental health issues to deal with of my own. I suffer from anxiety. Uh, for a person who comes from New York, to have trouble riding a train, you know what I'm saying? Because when especially when it's crowded, I wish I would have my music on. That was my go-to to keep me calm and relaxed. If I didn't have my music on the train, I would go bananas. I had the time I would jump off the train and get to wait for another train to come see if it was more empty. You know what I'm saying? And I've gone through the situations. I've gotten into a lot of brawls on the train over stupidity. Because I would just get these attacks where I got to get off. And when you're trying to get off, like let's say the D train coming from Manhattan going to the Bronx at 4 o'clock in the afternoon is whoa. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get off a train is just everybody pushing each other to get on the train to get home. Everybody's in a rush, and they forget sometimes that some people just can't deal with those type of situations. But I've been fortunate enough to just have certain people in my corner. You know what I'm saying? At the time, whenever any situation like that occurred. Now, like things were right now, where I'm by myself, where I got 3 kids, single father of 3 kids, wonderful kids, a 9, 13, and 14-year-old. Sometimes it's the change of environment, and that's why I love about the fact that I moved out here, because I'm feeling a lot more at ease and a lot better. You know what I'm saying? When I went to when I ran into you at the festival, it was like normally I wouldn't be in a crowd like that. And people ask me, how could you get like that if you're a DJ? I'm at the club, but I'm not on the dance floor. That's the difference. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to interact with everybody else. I lose myself in my music and just I block all of that out. Like nothing else is around me when I'm playing my music. That's what matters to me, is just making those people dance and feel good about themselves.
Definitely glad you came out to the festival, man, because we wouldn't have been able to run across each other and do this interview. So it's crazy how, the universe put people in certain situations and spots so you can be able to do these.
Somebody, God puts a path in front of you. It's up to you if you follow it. I've been following the path that He has laid in front of me since I was young. Because if it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't have done half the things I've done. I wouldn't have made it as far as I have. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I've been shot at. I've been stabbed. I've gone through it. I've lived a rough life. I was about that life as well. You know what I mean? The streets. Doing selling drugs and all that for what? You know what I'm saying? It was just too much to lose. And I try to instill that in these younger folks. You know what I'm saying? You run into some kids who they don't know how to act. They need to act right. I feel like the neighborhood father half the time out here, because all these kids out here love me to death. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm the first one to make sure they're okay, make sure everybody's all right. You know what I'm saying? If I'm cooking or whatever, I see one of the kids, because my kids are very popular out here too now. You know what I'm saying? The kids come to the door. I'm like, oh, y'all ate? I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like even Thanksgiving, I had to spend my first Thanksgiving out here alone with the kids. I'm accustomed to cooking a bunch of food. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to do with all the food that I cooked, but then I had all the kids here, and I was playing music and everything, and I'm known for that. You know what I'm saying? Even when I left Jersey, because I was living in Jersey for about 6 years, the last place I lived at, it was, you know what I'm saying? I would bring the music out to the front of the house and barbecue for all the kids in the neighborhood. And before any of the adults ate, the kids ate first. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a very family oriented man. I love to do things for the kids and the community. You know what I'm saying? I used to DJ for my church out there. I'm trying to find something to do out here in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got to that point yet, because between making sure the kids are, they have a lot of changes they had to make. You know what I'm saying, to move over here. But at the end of the day, they're doing wonderful, giving me nothing but straight A's now. And they were all giving me horrible grades back in New York. And like I said, it's just God put a path in front of me. And I was like, you know what? I jumped on it. I jumped on that train and was like, and it worked. And thank God, he gave me a really big blessing, because I'm still managing to do it all. You know what I'm saying?
So 2 questions. How did you run into the Juneteenth festival, And like, how'd you come across the fun?
It's funny because there's a friend of mine who actually lives down the block from me. She texted me that morning because we've been hanging out a lot, and she texted me that morning and was like, "Oh, the Juneteenth thing is today. Are you coming?" And I didn't know what that was at first, so I actually Googled it to find out what it was about. And when I found out what it was about, I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. That's good. It shows how much progress this world has made, especially after this pandemic that we all just went through. How many thousands of people have died. And again, it jumps back to what I was saying earlier. How about you start thinking about your own mortality? That COVID thing really threw everybody off their game. You know what I'm saying? And now that it's dying down more, and everything is getting a little more stabilized, and everybody's starting to come out more and show love and everything. I figured this was the best time, especially from a business aspect. This was the best time to just jump out, get out there, and start doing what I need to do instead of sitting at home doing nothing. I'd love to play music. Again, it's just something that I'd love to. I don't drive nowhere without music. I listen to music while I take a shower, while I take a crap. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just like I said. I love the way things are going.
And one more quick question, then we'll get a little break real quick, and then we'll come back. How'd you discover Abilene, man? You're all the way in New York, man. You know what I'm saying? Manhattan in the middle.
Because a lot of, it's funny, since I've been out here, a lot of people ask me that. And I was going to move to San Antonio. But then I said, for what? It's the same nonsense. Drugs, gang life, all that. No, I didn't want that. I wanted a different life for my kids. So I was talking to one of my older cousins. She's actually my mother's cousin. And she said, since you're thinking about moving to Texas, why don't you check out a place called Abilene? Research it. So I did. And I found this apartment complex. And since I've been here, again, I won't go back. You can't pay me to go back to New York. As much as I miss everybody, as much as now that everything's opening back up and I could be DJing almost every night over there. No, I prefer to stay here because it's what my kids need. And it's what I need at the end of the day. Because if I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of them.
And when'd you move here?
I moved here August 6th of last year, of 2020.
Okay. So you fresh?
I'm fresh out I'm fresh out the car. I shipped everything in a truck over here, and I came in. And it was a wonderful road trip. I know this was the first road trip I actually took I've ever taken with the kids, and they loved it. 3 days of just seeing a bunch of stuff they've never seen before. We saw an alligator cross the road down when we was passing Arkansas. That was crazy. We at all the stops we made, seeing different things and stuff like that. I mean, I've traveled. You know what I'm saying? I did a tour back when I was about 17. I did a DJ tour where I traveled all up and down the East Coast, from Florida to New York, Boston, up to Chicago. Back down to even as far as Illinois. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? That was its experience. Then I disappeared for like 6 months. I went on vacation, so to speak. Everybody thought I was dead. When I came back, they was like, "Oh my God, we thought you were dead. What happened?" It's like, nah, I just had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Get my life right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to take a break from life and just get away. A lot of people don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that, like I said, that change of environment is what's best for you. You know what I mean? I've been to Mexico. I've been to Paris. You know what I'm saying? I've been all over, of course, all over the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. Yeah. So it's just like I said. It's just sometimes you need that change. It's a shame that a lot of this younger generation doesn't see that. They don't have no inspiration or that drive to want to do something different with your life. Your life is smoking weed, sitting on a corner with your friends all day, or on the stoop, or in front of a house. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna accomplish? I've seen all my friends growing up doing that same exact thing. I would leave for a year, 2 years, come back and see them doing the same nonsense day in and day out, and just look at them and be like, "I love y'all, but you know what? I just had enough of this. That's why I just said no. Enough is enough. I gotta go."
DJ Lucky, man. It's your boy DJ Jesus Wall. We're about to take a quick break one time, then we'll come back and get into a couple more questions, man. You already know what it is. NittyBumVille Radio Show.
Do you have a community event coming up and want some free publicity? Then write this down. Free radio ads at Windermere.com. Windermere Real Estate is happy to get the word out for you with free radio ads. Just send your information to freeradioads at Windermere.com.
Chicken FM.
The voice of car insurance call centers, man.
The DJ Cook.
Call center chickens often ask me about SwiftCover.com. Like, how could they give a quote in under 60 seconds? Why don't they have call centers? And why are they so cheap? Those kind of questions scramble my eggs, man.
The answer? SwiftCover.com is so price confident that if you can find cheaper car insurance in 14 days, we'll give you all your money back. Get Swift covered today with SwiftCover.com car insurance.
Minute quote for broadband users. Excludes Northern Ireland. Conditions apply.
O'Reilly. It's O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop in today and check out store-wide savings plus earn double points on over 225 items. It's our way of saying thank you. If you're not already a member, sign up today during O Rewards Member Appreciation Month. It's fast, easy, and free. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. CBS Sports Radio.
Anchorage has a brand new home for sports radio. CBS Sports 590. Tune in weekday mornings 5 to 8 for the Dan Patrick Show. Keep it locked for Jim Rome 8 to 11. Doug Gottlieb middays. Mojo with Chris Moore and Brian Jones afternoons. Pharrell on the bench at night. Tune in now on FM at 96.7. CBS Sports 590. KHAR.
From people, like, I switch it up, like, interview people from Florida.
It'll be Florida one. So this one's gonna be just rapid fire. Yo, it's your boy DJ Jesus Warhol back here for that DJ Lucky interview. This is that rapid fire second part. You know, this is my favorite part. We're about to pick DJ's Lucky brain to see what he likes, man. You from New York, Manhattan? Okay, Manhattan or Brooklyn, man? Which one?
Manhattan.
Which one?
Manhattan, baby.
Okay.
East side, LES, baby, all the way.
Yankees or the Mets?
Oh, nah, Yankees. Not a Mets fan. Never been.
Let's see. Knicks or the Nets?
Oh, wow. Knicks. Ewing, baby. I go back that far. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm a Chicago fan, though.
Okay. We're going to go back with it. So, do you like the Brooklyn Dodgers or the Brooklyn Red Sox? Which one is that?
I'll be honest with you. I was never really a baseball fanatic. I would wear, like, the baseball, jerseys and stuff, like, for the colors. So I love to match. You can see I got a baseball jersey on right now. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I got that flavor. Just I'm a dresser. Okay. I like to dress. I like to stand out. Okay. You know what I mean? Right. But football? Now we're talking
Jets or the Giants?
The Giants, definitely. No matter what, I'm not a Jets fan. But you met me at what jersey did I have?
You had a Martin jersey on.
Exactly. But because for the colors, you didn't see my sneakers? They were green.
Sorry, bro. I don't care if I have a blue and red pair of shoes. I'm never wearing a Houston Texans jersey ever.
I used to play for the Curtis Warriors. I was a quarterback. Freshman was playing for the varsity team. Okay, because I had a nasty arm. But you know what I'm saying. But I love football. You know what I'm saying. But as far as sports and stuff like that, I love to play. I play ball too. I used to love to play basketball. But for me, it's just my thing is music. You know what I'm saying. Every time I would get drawn into, because I was really good at football, but I just got drawn to the music thing. I was good at baseball, basketball, all of that. I was good at every sport I played, but it just didn't grab me the way music grabs me.
Chopped cheese or a Philly steak?
Chopped cheese or Philly steak? You know, it's funny. Been to PA a whole bunch of times and never ate a Philly cheesesteak out there.
What?
I shit you not. Never did. And you know what? And people would tell me, yo, and I would make Philly cheesesteaks. I mean, my kids love my Philly cheesesteak, but I'm also a chef as well. I was a chef for 10 years when things started getting tight with DJing. DJing has gotten a lot of bad publicity because real DJs, I'm talking about vinyl DJs, not that digital crap. Because you understand, a lot of this digital stuff, it does everything for you. Talk to me when you can mix 3 to 4 turntables at the same time by yourself with just vinyl. No digital stuff connected. Then you could talk to me about being a real DJ. You understand? But I would say Philly cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak over chopped cheese?
Man.
You from New York?
Yeah, you already.
Them New York, man. When they hear this, they won't ban you hearing that. You choosing a chopped.
Want to know, son? A real New Yorker? Pizza, baby.
Pizza. What kind? What kind of pizza?
Well, A1's was one of my favorite pizza shops back in the days. I was on Grand Street in Lower East Side, Manhattan. But then that brick oven pizza from 23rd and 8th Avenue was that, woo! You understand? That pizza was good. But even now, like, even the pizza shops, like, there's been so many changes. Things have changed so much the way, you know what I'm saying, compared to the way they used to be.
You can't go get a slice of pizza for $1 like that no more.
Yes, you can.
You can still? You out there?
A lot of pizzerias in New York now. You go to Delancey Street right there between Riverton and Delancey Street, right there on Essex Street, right there on the corner. Dollar Pizzeria. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and just get I'll feel like on lunch for the kids. I'll feel all of them for $1. You know what I'm saying? Especially during hard times. You know what I'm saying? When I have hardly any cash, but you know, hey, I make do. Like I said, man, it's all the path that Jesus puts us on, baby. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Okay. You being from New York, man. I always talk about this on my radio show, but you gotta please explain to the peoples out here what a bodega is.
All right, a bodega is a convenience store, but it's not the gas station like you guys got out here. You know what I'm saying? That's a gas station. You can't even consider that a bodega. You know what I'm saying? A bodega is mostly Spanish owned or Indian owned, always, or actually Pakistani owned. You know what I'm saying? And you're able to get everything you need from that store. You know what I'm saying? Like back there, you can go in there at 2:00 in the morning and get a beer. You can't do that out here. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go in there and get a hero sandwich hot right off the grill, where you can't get none of that out here. You know what I'm saying? You want a pastrami and cheese with mustard on it, with lettuce and tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that out here hot and fresh. No, freshly cut meat. That's a bodega. You understand what I'm saying?
How many boroughs is it?
5.
Okay, so people out there in Staten Island.
6th borough is actually
Long Island?
Long Island, but not really.
Y'all don't consider those the boroughs?
Hell no. Long Island, no. Staten Island, yes. I went to school in Shaolin. You know what I'm saying? I went to Curtis High School in Staten Island. I used to play for the Curtis Warriors, baby. Yeah, you already. You know what I'm saying? Curtis High. You know what I'm saying? I even went to junior high school out there. You know, IS 61 out there on Victory Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? I used to live over there across the street from McKee High School on Belmont Street. Everybody know that, the Sand Park. That's where we used to take all the girls when we was young. You know how that is.
I already know, man. I already know.
Used to cut out of school, go to the Sand Park. I used to live right there across the street from it, But my God bless his soul, my father was already, you know what I'm saying, he was at work all the time. So he really, you know what I'm saying, I would be home before he would, every day. So, you know what I'm saying, I got a lot away with a lot of nonsense. But fortunately, thank God that I made better choices after that. You know what I'm saying, got my high school diploma, you know what I'm saying, got my associate's degree in audio engineering. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I said, everybody has a choice on what they're going to do with their life. It's up to you, yourself. You have to make that choice. You know what I'm saying? I try to instill that in every young individual there is. My kids, they all know. And I'm fortunate. Out of my 8 kids that are biologically mine, 1 finished college. I got 2 of them in college. One's going to fashion college, and the other one's trying to be a teacher. My son Julius, God bless you. And my daughter Trinity, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing their thing. They're making their daddy proud. My daughter Selena, she finished college, so she already knows. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm proud. She driving BMW better than me. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's something to be proud of. So I got my odds are real good right now. I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? And so, you know, you want to instill that in your kids to make something better than what you did with your life. You know, and I've done a lot. Fortunately, I've been, you know, blessed with a good life, and I made good choices, even aside from the bad ones that I did make, and a lot of people who know me know those bad choices. But, you know what I'm saying, like I said, at the end of the day, it's up to you to pick yourself up, because even that, God's not going to do everything for you. You have to do for yourself. You have to show and prove that you are worthy of doing something with yourself, taking care of your kids, doing what you have to do, helping them make the decisions that you couldn't make when you was a child.
A couple quick ones. Favorite New York rapper or artist? Favorite New York artist and favorite New York movie?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a hard one because you know what? I'm a movie buff, and I can't even say that the movies came from New York. But if I'm going to say my favorite New York movie, I would have to say DMX and Nas. You know what I'm saying? You already know what movie. I ain't got to say nothing. Everybody know what movie we're talking about. And then as far as artists, I was raised with a lot of freestyle artists. I came up in the era in the 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? Especially 80s and the 80s when freestyle music was really big. And when I was a kid, I was actually raised. One of my babysitters was Lizette Melendez, who was a very famous freestyle singer. You know, if people hear that, they're like, and she sees me now, she's like, wow, it's just phenomenal how much you've grown and how far you've gone, you know. And it's just a good thing to, like, I was raised around that life. My mother, you know, she knew people like Tito Puente, you know what I'm saying, Gloria Gaynor, you know what I'm saying, people like that. I actually did a remix for Gloria Gaynor when I was about 17. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in that 70s, 80s, 90s thing. You know what I'm saying? That era. You know, I actually had the very wonderful privilege of meeting Biggie. You know what I'm saying? On 34th Street and 6th Avenue in New York City. I got an autograph from him. Actually, my ex-wife did that, Tanya. You already know, baby. Pete, I got you. You know? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I lived a real wonderful life, man. I was fortunate enough to grow up in New York and still come out on top. And that's where I'm headed. I'm only going to keep going up. Because it's all the way up, baby.
Yes, sir. All right, one more. Bronx Tale or Gangs of New York?
Wow. Gangs of New York.
Oh, Bronx Tale?
You know why? Because Gangs of New York seem more realistic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where the other one was more, it was kind of what was supposed to happen or would have happened or could have happened, but it didn't seem as realistic as Gangs of New York. And I'm a person, I love realism. You know what I'm saying? I want things to, you know, to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain parts that just didn't make any sense in the Bronx Tale. You know what I mean? I mean, it could have happened. Yeah. But where Gangs of New York, that movie was based on reality. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Actual events, things that actually happened. And I'm a history buff as well. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, things like that. So yeah.
No doubt, man. DJ Lucky, man. We about to get into a mix one time, but please tell the audience where they can find you, your socials, any upcoming projects, events, anything like that, and a message for the people one time.
All right. Once again, it's your deck roughneck DJ Lucky, baby. We bringing that New York flavor to Abilene. Formerly Shooters, now the Black Crow. At I think it's 1021 Mockingbird Lane. We're gonna be there Friday, Saturday nights. You know what I'm saying? Starting this Friday. Today's the 21st.
National Go Skate Day.
Hey, there you go. You understand? So we'll be there this Friday, definitely. You know what I'm saying? And from there, we're just gonna keep branching out. We're gonna be doing a lot more new things and stuff like that. My YouTube channel, I'm starting to blow that up a little bit more too. DJ Lucky, Run This House Productions. You can find that on there. You should be seeing a lot more videos on that one. I'm gonna start doing a lot more stuff on it, especially live from the bar. So you're gonna definitely see a lot more stuff in the bar on, you know, especially those Saturday nights and stuff. Other than that, like I said, God bless everybody. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your time. Appreciate your effort, and yo, just keep doing good. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it and you believe that God will help you do it.
You already know, man. We'll have DJ Lucky's socials in the contacts, and you already know we're going to pop out this Friday because I'll be here for counseling. I got counseling every Friday, so I'm always in town on Friday. So we're going to pop out and, you know, shoot some pictures, take some videos, and see my man DJ Lucky spin, doing his thing in his natural environment. So this Friday, what time?
9 p.m., baby.
9 to 2. Mockingbird, right across the street from that Allsubs, correct? Right across the street from that Allsubs. You already know, north side.
11th Mockingbird, 11th Street and Mockingbird Lane.
Yes, sir. You heard it here first, man. It's your boy DJ Jesus Warhol signing out of the NittyBumVille Radio Show.
And I can say this. You know what? Real quick, is ironic because you know what my real name is. My government name is Jesus, brother. Jesus? Yo, yes it is. Jesus Padilla. And as a matter of fact, my Facebook page is Jesus Padilla. You'll see me in a Scully, a red Scully hat with a B on it. Brooklyn, baby. For my cousin. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? You're already, baby. New York bound.
DJ Lucky, appreciate you so much, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Beer.
Gang, gang. This interview was recorded June 21st, 2021. This interview should not be copied, distributed, published, or reproduced in whole or any part unless the proper authorization has been approved from the NittyBumVille radio show. The statements and views in this episode are not affiliated with the OTW, KTF, or the NittyBumVille radio show in any way. Which means to those who get booty hurt over anything you hear, I or my team is not liable, okay? Okay! All sponsors are non-affiliated except for the ones that are affiliated. So please, don't be in my email talking that shit. Thank you. I mean, yeah, you can stop it. I wasn't saying stop it for you to